Multiplying by powers of 10. This is what we have been practicing in class, but we're just now giving it a name. It's how many times you are multiplying by 10. That's what powers of 10 means. So, some words you may hear when other than powers of 10 are expanded notation. An example of that would be 100 equals 10 times 10, or 1,000 equals 10 times 10 times 10. 1,000 is 10 to the third power. Why? Because we are multiplying it 3 times. They may use what's called exponents, and I wanted to show you. So instead of writing 10,000 or 10 times 10 times 10, you could see it written like this: 10 with an exponent, and that's the little number right here, 3. That tells you how many times to multiply 10. So you could write it out. So this is the same as 1,000, whereas 100 would be 2 tens, so it would be 10 to the second power equals 100. So that is multiplying by powers of 10. Now we're going to work with some examples. We have some problems here. We have 5 times 10. Now if I'm on a place value chart and I'm using my discs, I am going to start off with my 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I am going to multiply 5 by tens, that simply means that I'm going to add 5 10 times. But using our place value chart, we can simply show this by circling the 5, drawing an arrow to the next place, and drawing a new 5. Because if I add 5 10 times, I'm going to have 50. So if I show this by drawing an arrow and times 10, I have 5 tens, which is the same as 50. Because each time I move left on the place value chart, I am multiplying by powers of 10. So one move is times 10. 2 moves is times 10 times 10. So for every time I move, I multiply by 10. So the answer to this one would be 50, or 5 tens. 5 times 100 equals 5 times 10 times 10. So if I were going to take this same equation that we just did, and now if I wanted to multiply it 2 times, I would then take this group of 5, multiply it by 10, which would give me 50 tens, or I could just show it here. So now I have 5 hundredths. So as you can see, 5 ones times 10 is 5 tens. 5 tens times 10 is 5 hundredths. So I have 5 times 100, 100 equals 500. Then I have 5 times 1,000. I can go through that same process, or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my 5 ones. And now I am going to multiply it by 10 to the third power, by 1,000. In other words, I'm going to move it over 3 times. So I'm going to circle it, and I'm going to kind of move it over 1, 2, 3 times. So I'm really just multiplying by 1,000. So to show you expanded form, expanded notation, just multiplying by 10, or I could say that all 3 of these equal by 1,000, and I can just draw my 5,000s here. So now I can see I have 5, and once I've done that, I don't have any hundreds, any tens, and because I've multiplied or added and regrouped, basically is what you're doing, I have 5,000. So 5 times 1,000, or 5 times 10 times 10 times 10, is 5,000. Okay, that is multiplying by powers of 10 using the place value chart.